Hello and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your July monthly tarot card reading. If you haven't already and would like to check out your free 3-card tarot spread, then you can do so in the description box beneath this video. They're written for the past, present and future tenses in mind, so you really get an overarching idea and feel for what's going on in your specific circumstance. But if you would like a more detailed view, you can always reach out to me directly for a live or recorded one-to-one session. I'd also be really honoured if you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you get alerted every time Patrick and I drop a new video, and this includes our daily show. But without further ado, let's get into our reading to see what July holds for you. Hello Scorpio, and thank you for joining me for your July 2020 tarot card reading. Let's have a look at what comes up for your present situation for this month, Scorpio. Well, this is a beautiful card to start off with. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Coins. This is a fantastic way to start the month in this present situation. This is about finances, abundance and resources. So if things have been a little bit scarce, it could mean this month you're finding more structure, stability within your life, and that could be some really welcome news. But what is blocking this wonderful abundance from coming to you? Well, the card that comes up here is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is very much about messages. So it could be that you're awaiting a message on your finances in some way. But usually he's quite a swift, fast-moving energy. So I feel like that will get resolved within the first part of this month for sure. I think you will hear some news, and so it will be a temporary concern, something quite fleeting, because the Knight of Swords really does deliver quickly. He's quite a good courier. You know, he really does have form for being on time. So that is some good news. Now, the card here that is your foundation card for this month is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles can often represent balance, balance in the books, and particularly balancing resources. So if you do get some help or aid in some way, it's about making it stretch, which might not sound like the most joyful thing, but I don't really think July is a month so far of being frivolous. But this is quite a good card to get as your foundation, because it is about balance. It is about that kind of order. It's about being sensible. So having this as your foundation is a really good thing, even though it might feel a little bit boring to come up. It's a good thing to base your month upon. Now, your past here, we have the Seven of Wands. I feel like when this card has come up, you have really had to defend something you believe in. This can sometimes signify there has been some kind of challenge or even bullying of some kind going on, where you feel a little bit like you've been treated unfairly in some way. This could have been to do around your resources. It could be in terms of a job. So something that happened here in the past could still be playing very much on your mind, Scorpio. So let's have a little look into how that's going to play out this month. So the card that is spiritually crowning you here is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is actually really wonderful to come up as this spiritually crowning card, because it is about release and it is about moving on. It might not put you in a frame of mind, Scorpio, where you really want to jump up and down and celebrate, but it will give you that sigh of relief. It's almost like if we've been chased, you know, and then we turn a corner and we realise we've outrun whatever was chasing us. We might not feel like celebrating because we're exhausted, but at the same time, there is that relief of, phew, you know, I survived that. And so I feel spiritually that's going to really play into your month this month, Scorpio. Now, your immediate future here, you have a wonderful major arcana card of the Pope, also known as the Hierophant. This is very much about being your own authority or following a belief system in which you believe in. So because this is a general reading, it's going to vary from person to person. In an everyday setting, it could be that you speak to somebody who is high up in your business or perhaps even in your community for some assistance. assistance. It could be that you're the one that's come to for assistance and that you take on a leadership role where you're really being able to show your skills and talents. This could also mean that you want to be involved in a group or organization that really gets you. Perhaps you did have a hobby or a spiritual practice that you were taking part in. Could be something as simple as a meditation group. And unfortunately, because of the horrific pandemic that we have all experienced all over the world, that those things that were making you feel part of a group or community have been taken away, and there could be sadness about that. But it could be that this month you're being able to start getting back into those things, and that could give you a real boost. So let's have a look at your state of mind for this month. Wow, you couldn't really ask for a better state of mind here, Scorpio. You have the Star. The Star is very much about manifestation when the effort has been put in. I like to think of this card as a maths equation. Now, that sounds a bit strange, but we have here 3 stars. And then I like to think of this as effort. And then the middle 2 stars are, the manifestation process. And the other 3 stars that come out is the result of your effort and manifestation. So it's almost like, 3 plus manifestation equals 3. So it is about this finding this balance. Because it's very temperancy in the way it looks as well. You're having one foot firmly on the ground, keeping you very grounded and centered, but you're allowing one foot to dip into this pool of psychicness and spirituality. So it really is a wonderful card to come up for your state of mind, and I think you could be really diving deep into what your beliefs and what your soul calling is for this month. Now, your outside influence, boom, wow, another major arcana card. We have the Moon in this time. As an outside influence, it could be that someone around you is confusing you a little bit. Are they being wishy-washy? Are they illusionist? Can you trust them? Is what they say the truth? With this person or situation, it could even be a situation. It's kind of like a mist. You feel like you can't ever pin them down or can't ever really fully understand where they're coming from. So this could cause you a little bit of confusion this month with this situational person. On the other hand, it can also mean that secrets are revealed. So something that you wanted to find out about, you could this month. And that isn't always an easy process. The truth can set us free, but at the same time, it can sometimes be painful. And we have to be willing to, see how we're going to deal with things once we do know the truth. But, those 2 things sound a little bit sinister. And so I, want to just tell you that this is the meaning of the card. But another meaning of this card can simply be your psychic intuition is really enhanced. You could be experiencing massive dreams, maybe even some kind of astral projection, particularly if you've never experienced it before. So that could actually be something positive that comes in. Again, it will just depend on your own individual circumstance. So the next card is going to be your hopes and fears. Wow. Oh my goodness. Another major. This is a wonderful spread. I'm so thrilled for you guys, Scorpio. So you've got the Sun here. The Sun overshines any card that particularly could have had negative connotations. So as a hope, this is what you want. A brighter day. You want the truth. You want to be respected. You don't want to be slandered and bullied, within your family or within a workplace. You're moving on from that now, which is what the 6 of Swords really represented. And okay, maybe your finances have got a little bit mashed in the process, but actually there is more to life than just our finances and our material world. It's about our soul. How does your soul feel? And following your heart rather than just sticking to pure logic. So I think this is a real hope of yours for this month, Scorpio. And the outcome here, this is beautiful. This is the 6 of Pentacles. So nothing dramatic.
here. Yes, you may have been coming out of a dramatic situation, but the Six of Pentacles is really about being helped in some way. You could be the recipient of some charity or aid, or you could be the one to help somebody. This is a card of balance, of giving and taking. It's about being, when we're fortunate, when we receive, to give tiding and give back. And so really it's a month of balance, moving on from negativity, discovering the truth and following your soul purpose.
Thank you so much for joining me this month. I really do feel very honoured to have you in this space and to be in your presence. If you would, again, like to check out your free 3-card tarot spread, you can do so by clicking the link beneath this video. And if you would like to reach out for a one-to-one recorded, live or emailed reading with me, I'd be honoured to do that with you as well. But until we speak again next month, take care and have a very safe month. Alyssa.